Assalamu alaikum. So in the last part, we derived a formula for the completed square form. And in this part of the quadratic equation series that we have, we would be getting a quadratic formula that we can use to solve any problem regarding the quadratic equations. Okay. So let's go towards the solution. And here we have the completed square formula that we had derived in the last part. So in this part, we will try to manipulate this equation in such a way that we get the value of x is equals to something to give us the values of x directly. Okay, so let's do that. First of all, I'll rewrite the left hand side and I'll simplify the right hand side. So for the left hand side, I have x plus b over 2a b over 2a square is equals to negative c over a plus, now I'll take the square of the inside terms, and the square would give us b square over a square, and this would be with a 4. Okay, it's simple. This would be with a 4, since 2 square would be equal to 4. So in the next step, I'll simplify this on the right hand side. So I'll rewrite down the left hand side of the equation, which would remain to be x plus b over 2a whole square is equal to, now since I'm taking LCM of the right hand side, I would just multiply this with 4a. Okay, to get 4a square here, and since I'm multiplying this with 4a, I'll have to multiply this with 4a as well. So I'll do that. So what I'll get is 4a into negative c. Okay. It would be 4a into negative c upon a. I'll not cancel it out since 4a square, 4a square. Okay, I'll not cancel these out because I want this to be in a single form. Since it is in the single form, I can just expand this, and then on the top I'll have plus b square. Okay. In the next part, I'll take the under root of both sides. So I'll just directly take the under root on the both hand sides. What that would give me is x plus b over 2a is equal to under root. I'll rather write down this as well. Okay, under root, and then on the right hand side it would become 4a, and then I'll have a c here as well with a minus sign, and all of this was upon a square, and then I'll have a 4 here as well with a b square here. Okay, since I've taken under root, I'll have to add a plus and a minus here. In the next step, I'll see that x plus b over 2a is equals to plus minus under root. I'll take the under root of the denominator. The reason being so that I will get 2a below. Okay, so in that way, when I'll eventually take this to the other side, I'll just directly add it and I won't have to take LCM. Okay, and now what we get inside is a c with a negative and a 4, so it is 4ac, negative 4ac plus b square. Now I can rewrite it as b square negative 4ac. Okay, in the next step I'll take this to the other side. So when I take this to the other side, I'll get on the left hand side x, which would be equal to plus which would be equal to, I'll take this to the left area, since taking it to the right area would be a little bit confusing. I'll take this to the left side. Okay, so it would be negative b over 2a, negative b over 2a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Since the denominator is the same, I will just write it in the next step together. Okay, I'll take this to the next page, or I'll try to write it here. Okay, let me move it a little up. Okay, and I'll try to move this up a little too. Okay, now I'll write down the whole equation in the next area. So it would become x is equal to negative b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac minus 4ac, and it whole would be divided by 2a, as we can see here. Okay, so this is our equation for the quadratic. This is called our quadratic equation, in which we just use this equation to get the values of x. Okay, now if we use this for the last example, in which we know the answers are 3 and negative 5. Okay, so I'll use this for this example, in which we have the values of a, b and c as 1, 2 and negative 15. So I'll just put these values in on the next page. Okay, I'll be using a single color now to not go in much deeper, or rather I will use all the colors. Sorry. So it would be x is equal to negative b plus minus under root, we get b square minus 4a and then c whole divided by 2 and then a. Now we know a is equals to 1 in our case, b is equals to 2, and then we know that c is equal to negative 15. So we'll put those values here, in which case we will get x is equal to negative 2 plus minus under root negative 2. Now the square is of b, so it negative would be inside the bracket for the square, and this would be minus minus 4, and then 4 would be multiplied by the value of a, which is 1, and this would be multiplied by negative 15, which is the value of c, and all of this would be divided by 2 and then the negative value of 1. I'll solve it all. So it would become x is equals to negative 2 plus minus, simplifying whatever is inside the bracket, we get 4 here with a positive 4 into 15, which becomes 60. So we get 60 here. Okay, and all of this is then divided by 2. Okay, Now in the next part, in the next step, I can see that x is equal to x is equals to -2 plus minus under root 64, and all of this is being divided by 2. Now we know that under root 64 is equals to 8, so it would be x is equal to under root 64 is equals to 8, so this would be equal to -2 plus minus 8 over 2, plus minus 8 over 2. Now we got plus and a minus here, so I'll just write it down as x is equals to -2 plus 8 divided by 2, and the second equation would be x is equal to -2 -8. Simplifying this, we will get x is equal to 6 over 2, and this would become x is equals to 3, and on the right hand side we'll get this other value, which would be x is equal to -10 over 2, and what we will get for the value of x would be -5. So we can see that using the quadratic formula we get the values of x, the two different values of x, okay, which are the same as what we got from here, which was the completing square formula. All of these three forms give us the same answer, and we'll see that in the middle term breakup as well, how we can get the same answer by using the middle term breakup method. So hopefully this was informational, and in the next part we'll be covering the middle term breakup formula. Until then, Allah Hafiz, and do comment down below if you do not understand anything that was done in the whole video. I tried to be as comprehensive as I could be.